Amara was no ordinary fairy. She was a truth fairy, gifted with the ability to uncover lies and see the hidden truths in people's hearts. But in the human world, her powers were both a blessing and a curse. To avoid detection, Amara lived quietly in the shadows of the bustling town of Ashwood, where whispers of mysterious disappearances had begun to spread like wildfire. Liam Hayes, a tenacious detective with a sharp mind and a reputation for solving impossible cases, had been assigned to investigate the disappearances. Despite his hardened exterior, Liam had a strong moral compass and an unshakable desire to protect his town. But this case was different. Each lead ended in dead ends, and the victims seemed to vanish without a trace. One evening, as Liam combed through case files at a diner, Amara overheard him talking to his partner about the baffling case. She couldn't help but sense the pain and confusion emanating from him. The lies surrounding the case tugged at her magic, urging her to intervene. Summoning her courage, Amara approached Liam. "I think I can help you," she said, her voice calm but resolute. Liam raised an eyebrow, skeptical. "And who exactly are you?" "Let's just say I have a knack for uncovering the truth," she replied cryptically. Intrigued but wary, Liam decided to humor her. "All right, but if this is some kind of joke." "It's not," Amara interrupted, her piercing gaze meeting his. "Let me prove it." Amara quickly proved her worth. She could sense when people were lying and could even coax hidden truths to the surface with a touch. Together, they retraced the victim's steps, uncovering a pattern that pointed to a secluded mansion on the outskirts of town. As they worked together, Liam noticed something otherworldly about Amara. Her uncanny ability to know things no one else could, her almost ethereal presence, it all felt too perfect. But he pushed his doubts aside, focusing on the case. One night, after questioning a particularly evasive witness, Amara's powers flared unexpectedly, revealing a shocking truth. The witness had been coerced by a powerful underground group trafficking magical creatures. "Magic creatures? You mean like fairies?" Liam asked, stunned. Amara hesitated before nodding. "Yes, and they're behind the disappearances. They're hunting my kind." Liam stared at her, the pieces falling into place. "That's how you know so much, you're one of them." Though the revelation shook him, Liam chose to stand by Amara. "If they're targeting your kind, that makes you a target too. We'll stop them, together." Amara was touched by his loyalty. For centuries, she had hidden her true nature, fearing human greed and exploitation. But Liam's kindness gave her hope. Their investigation led them to the mansion, where they discovered a hidden network smuggling magical creatures to wealthy collectors. Using her powers, Amara uncovered the truth behind the operation, revealing the leader's identity, a corrupt businessman who had been funding the kidnappings. Breaking into the mansion wasn't easy. Liam used his detective skills to disable alarms and avoid guards, while Amara used her magic to disorient their enemies. They freed the captured fairies and other magical beings, but their escape was nearly thwarted when the businessman confronted them. "You have no idea what you're dealing with," he snarled, wielding a stolen magical artifact that nullified Amara's powers. Liam, ever resourceful, managed to outmaneuver him. With a single punch, he knocked the man out cold and destroyed the artifact. "Looks like you underestimated humans," he quipped, grinning at Amara. With the operation dismantled and the magical creatures freed, Amara knew it was time to leave Ashwood. "My presence here puts you at risk," she told Liam, sadness in her eyes. "You don't have to go," he said. "We make a good team." Amara smiled. "We do, but the world still needs truth, and I can't stop now. Besides, you'll be fine. You're the best detective I've ever met." Before she left, Amara placed a charm in Liam's hand, a small token imbued with her magic. "If you ever need me, just hold this and think of me." Liam watched as she disappeared into the night, her wings shimmering briefly in the moonlight. In the weeks that followed, Liam continued his work, using what he had learned from Amara to approach cases with a newfound sense of empathy and determination. And every so often, when he faced a particularly tough challenge, he'd hold the charm and feel a gentle warmth, as though Amara were still by his side. Moral of the story: trust and understanding can bridge even the most unlikely of worlds, and the truth is always worth fighting for.